you guys, welcome back to another quick video. If you are new here, my name is Louise, and if you're returning, welcome. Lovely to have you again. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why the gospel is offensive. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but yes, the gospel is offensive. The gospel gets people in their feels. So let's get deeper into this topic. A lot of people are scared to speak on the issue of religion and Christianity because it comes across as offensive. And that is especially true for Christianity because Christianity condemns a lot of things. It condemns a lot of false gods and a lot of religions. So people are scared to speak on that in fear of offending people. You need to know that if you are a Christian and you are trying to spread a gospel that sounds politically correct, then you are not spreading the gospel. You are, I don't know what you're spreading, but that's definitely not a gospel. You're trying to be politically correct and bend to what? Society? Bend to people? That is not the gospel. So one of the reasons why the gospel comes across as offensive is because it tells us that our ways are bad. And we don't like to hear that. We don't like anybody telling us that what we are doing is right and what we're doing is, wrong, sorry. What we're doing is wrong. Nobody likes to hear that. Nobody likes to be told that they are walking in a sinful way. And Christianity, the gospel particularly, tells us that. It puts that in our face. It shows us how sinful we are as humans. Now, if this is already hard for Christians, imagine what it's like for unbelievers when you walk up to them and tell them that their lifestyle is wrong, it's evil, it's bad. Of course you're going to offend them, but it's something that needs to be said. It's something that needs to be told, something that needs to be taught. Not because you want to be Mr. Know-it-all or so forth, but because you actually want to save souls. The purpose of the gospel is to confront sinners, to let sinners know that their ways are bad so that they can turn away from it, repent, be forgiven, and be saved. That is the purpose of the gospel. But if the gospel is going to tell you what you want to hear, it's going to sugarcoat things for you, however will you know that you are sinful? How will you know that you're walking in the wrong path? We know the first step to change is accepting the situation, accepting that you are wrong, and then trying to do better. So if you're coming to people with the gospel that is all lovey-dovey and sugarcoating things, you are not helping anybody. You are advancing a demonic agenda, to say the least, because these people will still be in their sin. So regardless of how oppressive or offensive the gospel is, it needs to be told. It needs to be told that way. Particularly, this is one of the reasons I find that a lot of people hate Christians, because Christians come along and, I think I said this in one of my previous videos, they come along and they put all of these rules and tell people that their ways are bad, and nobody likes to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. And so, yeah, but we cannot give into that because we have an obligation to spread the gospel, the true gospel, regardless of how offensive it is. It needs to be put out there. And if you ever want to increase the rate at which you are hated, just look at something that is evil and call it evil. The moment you call it evil, you are hated. You are suddenly the bad person, and everybody needs to cast stones at you. And that is exactly what's going to happen to Christians, because they look at evil and call it evil, and the world hates that. So that's just a situation. So that is it from me today. I hope this was informative. Very short, I know, but I'll try to keep it longer in my next video. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.